Hello, goddesses. Hello and welcome. Welcome to the holistic guidance for this week. I'm really excited. I'm really excited because it is the full moon tomorrow, and that is happening at 2:16 Eastern Time tomorrow. And it is going to be a beautiful, fantastic full moon, and it is the first full moon of 2021, so we really want to enjoy it fully. We've even been doing a bit of journaling around the full moon and leading up to it, so you might have already been feeling it. And I really wanted to do this holistic guidance all around this full moon and the energy that is coming through and how it ties into the four pillars of health. As you know, I'm all about that. I truly love that. So if you're popping on, say hello so I can hold space for you. And if you catch the replay later on, say hello as well so I can see you and we can really connect at a deeper level. Hello, Jian. It's nice to have you. Welcome. And yeah, so we're going to give it just a few minutes for anyone that wants to join us live that they can pop on. And let's just set the stage a little bit for what we want to talk about. So the full moon is tomorrow, and we're journaling right now because with the full moon, and it is quite powerful, if I do say so myself, you might be feeling some emotions coming up, and the emotions are the driving force behind anything that you want to manifest in your life. So whatever you are soaking in emotional wise is what you're going to create in your life. So it's really important to keep a watchful eye out to what's happening with your emotions. Hello, Catherine. It's so nice to see you. So we're going to be covering that, but of course, tomorrow in the VIP group, we're going to be doing the ceremony. So we're talking about it. We're getting ready for the full moon just to help us get ready and aligned for it. So let's begin. All right, so let's start off with the physical pillar, right? So your physical health regarding this full moon. And this full moon is a full moon in Leo. And like I said, it's happening tomorrow around 2:15 Eastern Time. And Leo, the moon in Leo, is a lot about heart, right? When we think of a lion, sometimes we'll think of the courage and the braveness, and it's all about heart. So in your physical pillar, all around the full moon, we want you to take care of everything that is around this area, primarily your heart. So the physical organ itself, it's so important to take good care of it. The physical organ and everything that has to do with the heart. So of course we're talking about joy and happiness and love, so very important. So if you're feeling these emotions or a lack of these emotions, I want you to bring your attention back to your heart. But because we're in the physical pillar, let's continue a little bit more down in this area. And if you have questions or comments, just jot them down. And of course, if you're jumping on live, say hello so I can see you. So this beautiful physical heart of yours, we want to keep it healthy. And there are a few things that you can do in general, right? Because this is not a one-on-one consultation, but there are definitely things that you can do to keep your heart healthy. So we're thinking about omega-3s, healthy fats, so important. And I'm sure that you can make the difference between a healthy fat and a not healthy fat. So French fry, not so much. Fish oil from a small capsule, organic, is even better. Good fat. Turmeric, garlic, coenzyme 10, yes, yes, and yes. What about exercise? Yes, but not just exercise where you're lifting weights, but something that really makes your heart pump, right? So we don't want to go excessively if you're doing nothing, but it is a great time with the full moon in Leo. It's all about that. So everything that we're chatting about today is all in regards to the moon in Leo, the full moon, and everything that is happening in the 4 pillars around that specifically. So exercising, that makes your heart pump. Lowering stress any way you can, allowing stress to just melt away, very important because it affects your heart, right? Getting enough sleep, also very important. So sometimes when there are hormonal changes, it's not always easy to get the right amount of sleep at night. But if you are able to listen to your internal clock and sleep when you're feeling tired, that will greatly support your heart and all the organs in this area. And of course, we want a healthy lifestyle. And what does that mean? A healthy lifestyle is going to bed at a good time, getting up at a good time, exercising, healthy diet, foods that are anti-inflammatory. So what are inflammatory foods? Well, anything that is refined, alcohol, abusive alcohol, desserts, sugars, all that. So we want to stay with foods like veggies and, excuse me, fruits, organic fish, seeds, nuts. We talked about omega-3s, so important, spices, herbs, herbal teas, all that really, really good. And you can put that into the healthy lifestyle, but healthy lifestyle is everything that we've talked about. And also things like smoking or drugs, that is not part of a healthy lifestyle, and it will affect the heart, the organ itself. All right, so that is for the physical health pillar. Now, it really ties in with the emotional health pillar, right? So everything that has to do with your higher heart area, because your heart chakra is right here and the physical heart itself is like just a little bit lower, right? Like this. One influences the other. And I'm sure you know what I mean. Like if you are feeling love, remember a time when your heart just grew 10 sizes because you were living a feeling of love. Remember that? It was like you could hear your heart beating and it was exciting and your step was light and you felt all bubbly. This is so wonderful for your emotional health. So to take care of your health. Now, how it ties into the Leo aspect. So the Leo is all about shining, right? And regardless if it is your sun sign or your rising sign, we want to help the Leo out a little bit because it is present somewhere in your chart. So it applies to you, it applies to everyone actually. So allow yourself to shine, right? So the Leo does that aspect of the Leo loves to shine, loves to be in the spotlight, loves to make an entrance. And we want that for you and allow it to come. We also want for you in the Leo aspect to allow the spotlight to shine on the people that you love. Sometimes you may, especially if you're a Leo or if the Leo is really strong in your chart, you're going to feel a lack of balance, wanting or needing most of the place. but to bring balance and feel that your heart is really content and doing well, because Leo has such a big heart full of love. It's important to create balance. And a great way to do that is to share the space, the spotlight with someone else. So it can be easily done. For example, you could, let's say someone in your family comes in to your space. You could ask about their day. You could ask questions. You could go deeper in a conversation about them, and when they're talking about something that they love, really offer them the space. And especially if you feel love for that person, you're going to feel empowered, and you're going to feel your higher heart space really start to shine and come through. All right, so how is that going so far? Do you have any questions? Let me know. If that is good, let me know, because I don't see you all the time. I just know that you are there. Sometimes I forget and I just keep going, but I want to know if that is making sense and if that is helpful. And good, wonderful. And it's so nice to get feedback as well, to know that the information that is coming through is resonating with you. It's a great way to just keep communicating. Perfect. Love it. All right, so we have 2 more pillars to go. Let me grab a sip of water. All right, so let's talk about the spiritual health of all of it. So Leo, right, is like a big, has the ability to express itself widely and strongly. And sometimes the anger can kind of just fuel the passion. So if lately, because of the full moon or other reasons, you've been feeling the anger coming up, it's possible. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the anger and the passion for determination, because it is such a beautiful Leo trait. And when I say Leo trait, I don't mean that other signs don't have it, but because it's the full moon in Leo, and it's a full moon where all the emotions are kind of swelling up with the moon, getting ready to be released and surrendered at the time of the full moon, these particular emotions might be coming up. So we put it in the spiritual health, because when we allow anger to come up and we use the driving force of determination to allow the anger to come up and just to release it and surrender these feelings, while acknowledging what the anger is representing, not only does it bring balance, but it really makes space. And when there is space, you can then bring in the gratitude, the love, right, in your higher heart space, and it will bring some amazing healing. All right, so let me know if that is clear. So the emotions right now are really powerful and passionate, and they may turn around anger and the negative side of determination, so really wanting to prove a point, for example. But we're going to restructure that, reframe it. We're going to use the determination to allow the anger to escape and release and surrender it to the full moon. And then once that is done, we're going to bring in some gratitude in our heart. We never want to leave an empty space. So once you feel released and relaxed, you really want to ground into something that makes you happy, something that you appreciate, or someone that you appreciate in your life. We want to grow that as well. All right. Now, mindset wise. So the fourth pillar we're touching on today for the full moon in Leo is really the mindset. It is the first full moon of 2021. So we started with the new moon. We put in our wishes and our desires and our goals. And these past 2 weeks, we've been affirming it and visualizing it and really bringing beautiful energy to it. Now it's time for the full moon, which means it's the out breath. It's time to relax and release and let go and make space. It's not time to visualize now. We're going to do that in a couple of weeks again when the new moon comes again. But now for the full moon, we're going to want to release the intense feelings. We're going to want to do things that clear our mind, right? So like I was saying, in the VIP, we're going to do a ceremony. So if you'd like to join us, let me know and I'll send you the details. We're doing that tomorrow, and we're going to do a full ceremony. Now, even if you're not part of the VIP, you can do a full moon ceremony, and I definitely invite you to do that. So what's a ceremony? It is an activity that allows you to free yourself, to surrender what is too much, like right here, all around you, right? And may even be difficult for the heart area, just to release it and let it go. So things like chanting, journaling, we've been doing that, so you still have that. You can do yoga, you can do a physical exercise where your heart is beating, you can do meditation, right? There's a whole bunch of ways that you can release, but definitely so important to clear your mind, because to get mindset health to be strong, you need to face those emotions that are coming up, allow them, right? Give them space, bring them in, just allow them to be, and then release them. And as they release, your mind is also going to clear. And to help you do that, do a full moon ritual, a ceremony where you just release it. And then the most important thing, once it's all done, where your physical health is being taken care of, your emotional and spiritual health is being taken care of, and then the mindset is clear, then you take a moment and you go into gratitude. And during the next 2 weeks, what you will want to focus on is anything that comes up emotionally. You're going to want to take it in and notice what is behind that emotion, right? And then release it. So using one of the techniques that we just talked about, you can even do some tapping work on it. You can use the Akashic Records. And by the way, we have all that in the VIP. So if you want to join us, we're going to be doing some of that tomorrow. So my VIP goddesses tomorrow, okay? And then every single day, fill your heart with gratitude. And after you've done your meditation or your time to release, take a moment to fill your heart with gratitude. If you want manifestation in your life, if you want to be aligned with your energy, to be able to live your purpose, to be able to align to your wishes and to your goals, this is the way. All right. So how is that? Is that helpful? Is that good? Is that giving you some tools to go forward, getting ready for the full moon? So once again, the full moon is happening. The full moon in Leo is happening Thursday. So the 28th. It's happening Thursday at 2:16 Eastern time, and you are still in the new moon energy, but it is really transforming. So we want you to get all ready for that very special moment where it's going to be your out breath and letting it all go. So that is it, beautiful goddesses. Thank you so much for stepping on. I hope these tools and this guidance for the next few days coming up and for the next 2 weeks coming up is helpful to you. And if you are not already part of the VIP and want to join in, let me know. It'll be my pleasure to give you information on that. And till then, sending you love and light and full moon blessings. And I will see you very soon. Bye for now.